We've covered many a Bushido character in the Bushidoverse, with Sensei Sinkhole sitting atop the throne of the deadliest, legit, special forces martial arts master in the Bushidoverse. If you don't believe me, just ask him yourself.
I've been doing the martial arts for almost 50 years, and I'm getting better.
I'm one of the highest ranking Aikido teachers in the world.
Many people consider me, one of the great masters in my own field.
Every now and then, I come across an individual that I instantly take a liking to, and I think, I wonder what he does in his spare time. Does he have kids? Is his family aware of this? Would they still love him if they knew? Sure, I could make fun of the Snake Eagle Master training deadly rhythmic attacks with his dog, but that would just be cheap, easy laughs, and I'm above that on this channel. Just because I can't grasp the concept with my tiny little brain, it doesn't make it any less dangerous or useful. Today's savage and misunderstood master comes in the form of legendary speed demon, Dr. John La Tourrette, or Tourrette. I'm going to go with Tourette.
From here, you're just going one side like this. Like that, the hole.
Now I know what you're thinking, and no, he didn't invent Tourette syndrome.
Ball sweat! Anus! Anus liquor!
What he did invent though was the ability to destroy your opponents with a flurry of deadly strikes,
And
do so while dressed in his discount ninja outfit with limp wrists. 10th degree black belt Grandmaster in 1995. Grandmaster in what, you ask? It doesn't matter. He's a Grandmaster, and you're not. That's all that matters. It might as well be Aikido.
Oh, well, okay.
But more importantly, he's the motherfucking Speedmaster. Now you know a bloke's serious when he underlines words, he uses capital letters, and excessively throws in exclamation marks wherever possible.
That whole sequence takes about 0.2 of a second. So,
LT then gives us a full list of his credentials now so we can better understand the man behind the speed. I did not know, however, he was the founder of Ichi Mu Kenpo back in 2002. Damn, that is impressive. Wow. No idea what the f it is, but I'm not the developer of speed hitting, speed kicking, speed fighting, warrior chi kung for combat, and combat dimmak. So what the hell would I know?
and that's with the little shuffle step right here. Medium range.
On that topic, I'm not saying he stole the dimmak from Big Daddy, but
Or you can go internal.
I still say JCVD did it the best, even if that is blasphemy.
How dare you!
I should also mention that he is the Energy Attack Chi Kung Master Trainer, so there's that also.
Out of that circle!
A Tourette's versus Dillman Chi energy battle would be the greatest thing to exist.
I know I have chi energy. You can see it with the half moons. My chi is up now because of the filming. Plus, I have half moons in my fingertips now. That means the chi is just coming out. Plus,
Basically, all this shit tells us that this man is someone not to be messed with. I mean, does he have a chance of taking down Sensei Slapfest?
Can I laugh in your face?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Before I get into this, I do want to make a disclaimer. No Pauls were harmed in the filming of these scenes. It may appear that way, but I assure you all Pauls went home safely to their families.
I'll just bring Paul over here. That's a knockout point. Thank you, Paul.
Alright, right off the bat we can see that the speed demon is legit. His hands look strong and powerful, much like my grandma who has arthritis.
A speed concept right here. Like that.
He's slapping the shit out of this young fellow who, understandably, is constantly flinching because there's a highly skilled and dangerous lunatic swinging his carpal tunnel hands millimeters from his face.
So when I hit him there, they tend to fall down or puke.
I think the most important thing to note is the noises. In order to correctly execute these lightning flurries, you make sound effects that a 7-year-old does when he plays karate with his mates in the treehouse. There is one more crucial element to being a Bushido master, and that is the ability to just flap a bunch of nonsense, do it with a straight face, and strongly believe in the shit that you're spewing. I mean, you have to really genuinely believe your own bullshit. That's the key. Like this kind of shit.
The thing is when you got a guy right here and he's in front of you, you've got basically 3 major angles that you can do in high section right here. You can go right angle here to his right side, you can go straight angle here, and you can go to his left side. And that's just talking about what we call the Sangdong concept or the high sectional concepts. So from right here, when you go 1, 2, 3, you have to make sure that everything that you do on this target area can stop him. Now when you hit him like this, it moves him away.
So now you're getting into the rebounding technique. So from right here, if I'm just doing this one, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, get your woman on the floor. Gonna get up and get down. Gonna get up and get down.
Then basically I have 4 hits.
I guess he then just decides to break Flinchy Paul's jaw.
And that breaks his jaw.
Or you can go the less brutal option and just sever their nerves or some bullshit.
You don't want to break his jaw. Take out his neurovascular by hitting his forehead.
Flinchy Paul receives multiple savage beatings and is often knocked unconscious because, as we know on this channel, your attacker always stands there with their hands down and gives no resistance. Eventually, those beatings became too much for Flinchy Paul, so he resurfaced with a helmet for protection.
And we're squeezing hard behind the windpipe. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul.
I honestly think it's mainly to cover his ears so he doesn't hear the little slap noises, but it's also to highlight the ferocity of Master Tourrette's attacks. Finishing the movement completely off balance and susceptible to attack is crucial. You don't want to be firmly planted and ready for a counter-attack or a third party entering the fight. Wobbling on one leg is the way to go.
Quadrant here. Back to here.
Flinchy Paul is the unfortunate recipient of a concussion and nap time as LT unleashes some of his signature moves.
The hole.
Not only are his moves deadly, but like many of the people on here, they also double as dance moves, and look super badass.
So when he pushes it,
It's at this point I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone on this channel for their support and encouragement, but also to thank the Pauls out there for their continued patience with these bullshito master wankers.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul.
If it weren't for the various Pauls, Pavels or Pierres of the world, these videos wouldn't be possible. So as much as I must thank the Seagalian community with all of my heart, I feel like we need to take a moment to appreciate Paul, including Flinchy Paul. So, thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you for being interested in some drugs and some women.
If you'd like to show your appreciation for all the Pauls out there, especially in developing countries, think about liking and subscribing. This little act will help Seagalism reach the entire globe and ensure that all Pauls get the recognition they deserve. Now back to Dr. LT.
and curbing him into that, now it knocks him out.
He does touch Flinchy Paul's face an awful lot though, I will say that. There's a lot of face caressing going on. It's disturbing, but I'm sure it comes from a place of love. We used to have a teacher who'd come and break up arm wrestling competitions. I think we all just watched Over the Top recently with Stallone. But he'd make sure to touch and rub everyone as much as possible in the process. That kind of love.
We can do this the hard way or the easy way, how you want it.
Dr. LT also teaches you how to do a perfect mic drop, turn, and fuck you walk away. This is what makes all of these masters legendary. The level to which they actually believe all these techniques are practical and useful. God bless their souls. I'd be nothing without you. I honestly don't understand why more boxers and fighters aren't using this technique. Look how easily you can block and knock somebody out.
Is I can sit here and I can do an outward vertical block, or when he does it,
Jake Paul needs to see this shit before his fight with Big Mike.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
So what's the basic principle of Dr. LT's techniques? Yes, speed. But ultimately, it just comes down to one simple thing.
as I can just go in and take him out.
Sounds like another master we all know. No messing about.
One of us is going to live and one of us is going to die.
Now before we finish today, I do have a treat for you all. I managed to track down unseen archival footage of one of Sensei Snackpack's original Aikido instructors showing us the legitimacy of Aikido. Watch here as he seamlessly disposes of these bozos with ease. To be honest, I'm more impressed with these heads and their flying acrobatic abilities than the old bloke trying to stay relevant, but Aikido.
In the spirit of Aikido.
Aikido is perfectly useful for sorting out people that are full of shit. In this case, also literally, because it helps with constipation. Now this all might look ridiculous to the untrained eye, but this guy has a samurai sword on the wall in an otherwise empty, shitty looking room, so you're clearly the idiot here and he is the master. So now you can all understand where Big Daddy gets much of his skills. Now on a serious note, before we finish up, I'd just like to announce that this channel helped reunite two long-lost siblings just the other day. I don't like to get too serious on the channel, but long ago I met Karate Karen and could see the anguish she was feeling. I searched and searched and finally found her brother, Karate Ken, and thanks to me, they're together yelling and doing karate stuff together in their basement.
Freedom judges and masters of the martial arts. My name, Kevin Thompson Jr.
Seagalism. We're here to change lives. Alright Seagalians, what did you think of Dr. Tourette's syndrome? Do you think you would stand a chance against his arthritis-y wrist attacks? It's all fun and games until someone slaps you with a deadly flurry to the face and then walks off like a superstar. So the takeaway from this is, don't fight if you don't have to. You might end up face to face with one of these lunatics who are deadly masters, but more likely than not, you'll probably end up knocking them unconscious and spending time in jail. So de-escalate the situation. Use your words. We all know that is exactly what Paul would do.
I'll just bring Paul over here. Thank you very much, Paul. Out of that circle!
Thank you for watching as always, my friends. Until the next video, practice safe speed punches and attacks. Always remember to thank your respective Pauls, but above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
Sunshine bright in the sky, and I'm free when I close my eyes. Help me wash away my sorrow.